Welcome back. Well, the Election Commission has directed Union Chemicals and Fertilizers Minister M.K. Alagiri to reimburse the expenditure incurred on his recent visit to Polban, Tamil Nadu in violation of the Model Code of Conduct. Cautioning the senior DMK leader to be more careful in the future, the EC says in its order that the expenditure on airfare from Delhi to Chennai and back, the road transport, board and lodging availed by him during his visits to Chennai and Madurai be reimbursed to the government. And with just a few weeks to go for elections, works at taluk offices, admission processes in a few schools have come to a standstill. Pratiksha brings you a special report on how the election duty is affecting a common man's life in Chennai.
The Election Commission may have announced that government officials should not sacrifice their daily chores and ongoing projects for the polls. But the ground reality depicts a stark contrast. Take a look at the Gindi Mambalam Taluk office in KK Nagar. It has been almost non-operational for the past 1 week. So those waiting for income, pension, legal hair certificates, here's your reason for the wait.
Second the election announced. In the month of second all staff except myself.
Okay. So that's basic.
Practical difficulties. Inquiry
Dhanam, a single mother, wants to enroll her elder son in a better school. Her family comes under the below poverty line quota, so she needs to produce an income certificate at the time of application. With no work at the taluk office, hence no income certificate, her hope for better education for her 7-year-old dangles.
என்னோட பையனை 3rd ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ல கேந்திர வித்யா ஸ்கூல்ல சேர்க்கிறதுக்காக நான் இன்கம் சர்டிஃபிகேட் அப்ளை பண்ணிருந்தேன். போனா அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா இப்போ எலெக்ஷன் இருக்கு. இப்போ என்ன எங்களால எதுவும் பண்ண முடியாது. ஜூன் முதல் வாரத்துல வாங்கன்ட்டாங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீக்ல. எலெக்ஷன் வந்து
18வது பாருங்க. Senior citizens, widows visiting the taluk office are being asked to claim pension only after 1st of June. Those seeking bank loans have to wait too.
நாங்க இந்த விதவை துட்டு வாங்குறோமா அதனால வந்து வீடு மாத்திட்டோம் புது வீட்டுக்கு வேற வீட்டுக்கு போய்ட்டு வாடகை வீடு தான் அதனால நீங்க வந்து இந்த எலெக்ஷன் முடிஞ்சதே வந்து வாங்கிக்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க
லீகல் சர்டிஃபிகேட் 27/1ல வந்து அப்ளை பண்ணிருந்தேன் எனக்கு இதுவரைக்கும் கிடைக்கல கேட்டாச்சுனா ஆரே வந்து எல்லாரும் எலெக்ஷன் டியூட்டி போய்ட்டதா சொல்றாங்க ஆனா எப்போ கிடைக்குன்னு இதுவரைக்கும் எனக்கு தெரியல
The Chennai collector though wants us to believe a completely different story. She says work is as usual. And NDTV Hindu has learned that officers are supposed to work at least half a day to process routine work. But from what we have seen, that is clearly untrue. In Chennai, Pratiksha Ramkumar for NDTV Hindu.
And while the Chief Electoral Officer Praveen Kumar reacted to this report and said that elections should not be given as an excuse.
It might have happened because of some training schedules or something. That day, all the staff might have got. See, election is a very major exercise, so you have to accept that some work will get slowed down. That is always possible, but no work should stop totally. Whatever is legal should be done, and like giving of certificates. But giving of new benefits, etc., that will be stopped anyway, because that is not supposed to be this thing. New widow pension won't be sanctioned. Some dislocation might have occurred. I accept that, but that is if they totally shut it down, that is wrong. They should not have shut it down.
National quarters. Well, the latest on the volatile situation in Libya. According to reports, pro-Gaddafi tanks are inside the rebel stronghold of Benghazi, despite the Libya government declaring a ceasefire yesterday. The rebels say they are under attack from pro-Gaddafi forces, but the government denies the claims. The rebels are fighting back and have even shot down a jet over the city. Leaders from Britain, the US, France and Arab countries are due to meet in Paris to discuss military action, which is expected to start soon after the meeting ends. And in Japan, a fresh 5.9 magnitude quake hit a short while ago this evening, in fact, with its epicenter near the Fukushima plant. Officials say workers were close to restoring power to cooling systems at a quake-hit Japanese nuclear power plant. Engineers are expected to connect a new power line to 4 of the 6 reactors at the Fukushima Daiichi plant. Officials of Japan's Nuclear Safety Agency say they hope to restore electricity at the number 1 and number 2 reactors today. Firefighters, meanwhile, are continuing to spray water to cool the dangerously overheated fuel rods at the aging Fukushima plant. The UN Nuclear Agency described the situation for the second day in a row as worrying but stable. And back to news from the country, where Rajesh and Nupur Talwar have now moved the Supreme Court to stay the criminal proceedings against them in the double murder of their daughter Arushi and domestic help Hemraj. The couple has challenged the order of the Allahabad High Court, which had yesterday refused to stay the proceedings before a special court, a CBI court in Ghaziabad. The Allahabad High Court had dismissed the criminal revision petition of Nupur against the CBI court proceedings, saying the petition had failed to provide any valid reason warranting the court's intervention at this stage. And a day after the Trinamool Congress chief Mamata Banerjee unilaterally announced candidates for the 228 constituencies for the assembly polls in West Bengal, leaving only 64 seats for the Congress. The Congress says it does not agree with the list and that the party will take a final call on Mamata's offer after Holi. Yesterday, Mamata gave Congress an ultimatum to announce its candidates for the 64 seats, failing which she would name her candidates for these seats as well. The Congress in charge of West Bengal, Shakil Ahmed, says the party will consider all aspects of the issue. And while Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa is facing tough opposition from within his own party, the JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy came out with latest in a series of corruption charges against Yediyurappa and his family. He alleged that firms promoted by the sons and son-in-law of Yediyurappa received Rs 13 crores kickbacks for contracts awarded by the state government. We'll slip into a short break now. We have more sports news and updates coming up for you when we come back.